Alrighty, we are live. Audit them. Your favorite auditor, the one who encourages you to audit them. Tribe, hello there. Alrighty, I have a roster in front of me. I'm reaching out to state's attorneys in the state of Illinois. We need to ask a few questions here, so we're just going to get right to it. Please confirm with me that we are on, that you do hear the audio. Since Twitter, there's some new propaganda going on in the news. Twitter is now named X. The name of Twitter is X. They have a new logo that has an X on it. But I've seen people on the forums and on the news selling their old cell phones with the old Twitter icon on it, with the bird on it. So that's a deal right now too. I'm selling my old iPhone for that. No, I'm playing. But let's get to it. Okay, let's get to it. Okay.
You have reached Guadalupe Angelo at the Attorney General's office. I am either on another call or away from my desk. Please feel free to leave me your name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Questionnaire handy. It is in my mind. See that? It is in my mind. It's just basic right now. The questions that I do have. However, we don't want any voicemails at this time. I'm strictly reaching out at this moment to Freedom of Information officers, which there is 6 listings of a staff of over 1,000. There is 6 FOIA officers. So if we can't get a hold of one, we call the other. We don't need voicemails right now. We need communication. It's a little late in the day. They may be out of office, but we still have to try. And see that since these are FOIA officers, dedicated FOIA officers with the Attorney General, we're going to request their training individually and beyond just a certificate. So we'll draft up, we have to draft up something nice pertaining to training beyond just a certificate. Like you mentioned before, forgot what it was. We're going to start off with FOIA officers here. Alrighty. Here's a FOIA officer with no number, huh? Internal audit program. Oh, beautiful. Real quick, let's call this internal auditor. Or, you know what? Hold on. Let's call first. The roster is beautiful, man. The roster is beautiful. T-Dot, I did receive the roster in XLS format, which has employee name, title, bureau, current salary, desk phone, location, and work email, which is beautiful. But now with the XLS, we can, you know, we could put it by title, we could put it by title, we could put it by bureau, we could put it by last name first, either or. We could do any of that. Which I'd love to categorize it in title, so it could have, you know, all the attorney generals, all 15 of them, all 6 of the FOIA officers, all 6 of the lead, you know, special investigator, divisions chief, and so on and so forth. Yeah, we're gonna have to reach out to the internal auditors as well and ask them a variety of questions. I'm going to be leaving right now in a little bit. I just want to knock this out real quick.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Liz Patak. I'm currently unavailable, but if you leave your name, your phone number, and a brief message, I will return.
That's convenient. No one's answering. Well, it is a little late in the day, but it's not 4:30 yet, or it's not 4 yet. DD, what up, though? It's crazy. In this entire roster of 1,000 employees, there's not a single FOIA auditor. The Attorney General does not have a FOIA auditor. An auditor dedicated to the Freedom of Information Act compliance. It's crazy. That's what the nation is lacking. FOIA auditors, for real. For the people, by the people. Alrighty, no FOIA officers available. However, we have investigations. Investigators, we have general law. Let's reach out to a general law employee. Oh, that's a good one, T.
Hello, you've reached John Single at the Illinois Attorney General's office. Please leave your name and number, and I'll give you a call back.
Man, the fucking roster is beautiful, guys. You don't know how powerful a roster is that has work email and desk phone. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. Very minimal. Alrighty. And this is good for all departments. I will be releasing the database soon that's going to have all this stuff. It's okay. Keep on moving up.
Hello, you've reached the State of Illinois Office of Attorney General. This is Janine Armstrong in the General Law Division. Due to the COVID pandemic, I have limited access to the office.
COVID? Girl? COVID pandemic. You gotta update your voicemail, girl. Alright, here's title Internal Audit Program, okay? Internal Audit Program. We need to, yeah.
Attorney General Office, this is Danny.
Yes, hi, Danny J. Berrien?
Yes?
Yes, hi, ma'am. This call is being monitored and recorded here. I noticed that you're in the Bureau of Internal Audit Program. You are an internal auditor. I'd like to ask you, who can I get a hold of to speak with internal auditing for as far as Freedom of Information Act?
I'm sorry, who am I speaking with?
My name is George.
Okay, are you calling on behalf of yourself or
Yeah, well,
or an organization?
no, I am independent. It is no organization.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you.
Transfer you.
Yeah, who would you be transferring me to, ma'am?
The FOIA department.
Okay, is there a specific employee you're referring to?
No.
Okay, before.
Is it
Yeah.
something specific with me you need help or?
Yes, I do. It's specific with you, Miss Danny, because your title is an internal auditor. I just like, I have a general question here. Does the Attorney General have a dedicated FOIA auditor who verifies in the state of Illinois if agencies, public bodies are compliant with the Freedom of Information Act?
Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, I already know the answer. There is no FOIA auditor that works for the state. Anybody could be a FOIA auditor. There's no special credential requirement, but it's still worth an ask. Maybe there's something in them lines we need to verify with. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
Yes, I have a variety of questions here. One of the questions was if there is an internal auditor with the state of Illinois, FOIA compliance auditor, an auditor that verifies if the public bodies and the government agencies in the state of Illinois are compliant with FOIA law.
I just audit this, I'm an internal auditor at this office.
Right.
We don't really deal with external issues or questions, so that's what I'm saying. I can refer you to someone in the FOIA department
Yeah.
that can better assist you.
Okay. I did also have a
Yes.
question pertaining to your title. I wanted to ask, where can I get the results of your most recent audit? I know it's through FOIA, but is there any other way that you...
Yes. That is something you will have to talk to FOIA about.
Okay.
I am going to transfer you to someone who can better help.
Sure. Before you transfer me, can I jot down the number of what you're transferring me to?
Yeah. One moment.
Sure. Do you currently have an audit plan?
I'm not at liberty to answer external questions, so I will have to just transfer you once I get the phone number.
Sure. I'll go ahead and note that.
One moment.
Sure.
Office of the Illinois Attorney General. Please leave.
All right, voicemail. T-Dot, what we're going to do, T-Dot, on our own time, is we're going to go through these bureaus here: consumer fraud, Illinois State Toll Highway, PAC, which is Public Access Counselor, environmental law, general law, sexually violent persons, assistant chief to the deputy as general, and we're going to receive their audit plans, and we're going to receive their work doings, and we're going to have knowledge of it all. We're going to focus on the Attorney General. That's one of the highest ranks in the state, if not the highest rank in the state. But they are all subject to FOIA, and we need to find out the work doings. We need to see those audit strategies and everything, all the above. They are internal, but we could transition that to external through FOIA. Let's move forward here. Alrighty. Let's reach out to Public Access Counselor. And once I sort this out on the XMS by job titles, now we're gonna start going for descriptions. Once we sort out the titles, we're gonna want descriptions. There might be about 30 titles to 40, 50 titles.
Attorney General's office, this is Leah.
Hello, hi Leah. How's it going? My name is George.
How can I help you?
Yeah, my name is George. This call is being monitored and recorded. Ma'am, I notice you are a public access counselor, and you're the right person I'd like to speak to. I'd like to ask first and foremost, the Freedom of Information officers under Section 3.5 are required to have a completed annual training certificate. I wanted to know if that curriculum is accessible to the members of the public. Like, can anybody take that curriculum? Or is it just state employee who could access that test and take that test?
Anyone can access that training. It is available on the Office of the Attorney General website.
Yeah.
You do need to provide some registration information and log into that, but
Okay.
even if you are not an employee of a public body, you are still permitted to take it. We're not
Good.
doesn't restrict access.
Now, am I also able to request the curriculum in FOIA along with the answers to the test?
I'm sorry. Would you like? Are you asking if you can submit a FOIA request for that curriculum?
Right. Yeah. Well, I honestly I like to take the test myself, but I might be going to the wrong link. Is it on pac.gov?
The the website address is FOIAPAC, FOIAPAC .ILAG
Okay.
.gov.
Yep.
And then once you are on that website, in the upper right-hand corner, there's a button that says register,
Okay.
and you start the registration process there, which will allow you to create give us an email address
Yeah.
and a password to log into the training.
And would I be able to, if I do pass the test, receive the certificate in my name?
The certificate automatically generates.
Oh, wow. Wow. We need to promote you to governor. I see your name all over the place in FOIA responses and public access counselor. You're a superstar, ma'am. I would love to have an interview with you someday. Okay, anyhow, ma'am, I am going to be taking the curriculum. I just do have an additional question here, ma'am. Does the state have external FOIA auditors that check to make sure public bodies are in compliant with the law, with the FOIA law? Is that such a thing?
I am not aware of a. Are you asking about a FOIA auditor that is employed by the state?
Well, either employed by the state or has that task to make sure that public bodies are in compliant. Public bodies in the state of Illinois are in compliant with FOIA, all aspects of FOIA.
I mean, the Public Access Bureau has the authority to review allegations
Right.
that a public body has violated
Sure.
FOIA in the context of a specific FOIA request and a specific response.
Yeah, upon case by case. But is there actual auditors that go out and check if, because Section 4 of the FOIA Act specifies each public body shall display, a variety of things. Its operating budget, a block diagram, and so on and so forth. So is there actual auditors that go or actually reach out to the public bodies to verify they are in compliant with many parts of the FOIA Act, such as having a designated FOIA officer, which is each public body is required to? There's a lot of things in the FOIA Act that are required by the public body to comply with.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. I am not aware of an agency that does an audit of every public body in the state of Illinois to ensure compliance with the
Right. Now, any member of the public has the ability to be a FOIA auditor and verify if these public bodies are in compliant with certain portions of the FOIA, right? That doesn't require any special credential or anything.
I'm not sure what question you're asking.
Yeah, so
I mean, are you asking if a member of the public could go to their local municipality and ensure that they have information posted about
requirements.
about like the process for submitting a FOIA request?
Yeah, sure. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I would, yes, a member of the public certainly could go to, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure about what your question is, but there's no law prohibiting members of the public from personally observing whether or not public bodies are in compliance with the statute.
Yes, that is correct, ma'am. Okay. It's been a great talk with you, ma'am. Is your office in Springfield or in the city of Chicago?
Attorney General has offices both in Springfield and
Yeah.
downtown Chicago.
Okay, I would love to set up an appointment with you sometime, ma'am. I have a variety of FOIA-related questions, and how would I go about doing that? In person, or maybe even an additional phone call in the near future, you know, maybe a 30-minute. I have a list of questions that I like to ask, FOIA-related questions, and I think you would be the best person to speak to about that because you are the public access counselor.
Okay, let me speak with our communications department
Sure.
and our press office about those opportunities, all right?
Perfect. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll follow up with
Did you
you.
want me to follow up with you about that? Did you
Yeah.
give me your phone number or an email address so that I could
Absolutely.
get in touch with you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name? I'm sorry, you said your name is
George, yep.
Okay, do you have a last name, George?
Yeah, well, I don't like to provide that at the moment now, but, I could provide you my email address.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Provide me your email address.
Yep. So, my email address is uspublicrecord@gmail.com.
U.S. Public Record at gmail.com. I have written that down.
Okay, I thank you so much. You've been a great help.
George.
Thank you. Take care. Bye. Alrighty, so guys, I am going to take the curriculum. You don't have to have a special curriculum. There it is, from the public access counselor, from the Attorney General's mouth. Anybody could go out there and audit them. She doesn't know without asking her Esquire. She's a celebrity because her name is on every single FOIA request. When the agency says you have a right to appeal this by reaching out to her name, her name is listed on every single FOIA request. Man, this fucking roster is beautiful. Imagine you trying to get these phone numbers and these emails of these staff through online. You're not going to get that. Only thing you're going to get online is one single phone number for the entire department, which they'll never answer the phone or they'll put you on there for hours. I have in front of me over 500 office phone numbers. Alrighty, well that solved that. They did also confirm, I wanted to hear that they do not have an actual FOIA auditor. You have rights. What up, though? He said, thank you for being there for others. Also, we really do need each other. I feel it. I feel the need to have others help. Yes, I agree. Thank you for being a part of my live so fast to track. Oh, man, reach out to me. You have rights. Let me know when you go live. I really like your stuff. But that's all, guys. I guess I talked to the best. I talked to the celebrity. Let me highlight her name here. Well, it's okay. I got it down here. And she's very well versed on the FOIA Act because when I mentioned Section 4, she said, she knows what I'm talking about. Alrighty. T-Dot. On a private line, me and you have to come up with a strategy. This might have something to do with our council. This could be very beneficial for our council. If I do get an interview with this employee, public access counselor employee, which she is the head of operations in the state of Illinois. She's very wise and intelligent. I respect her. And if we do it right and have the variety of questions that need to be answered, we could use that for the council. I'm telling you. Brendan Mitchell, hello there. So let's make it right, bro. Let's make it right. I don't want to talk too much on the live feed here, but she'll turn around and give me a badge and tell me get out here and audit them. No, I'm not talking too much, but anyhow guys, I am logging out. I just wanted to do that real quick. Audit them. Always encourages you to audit them. Plenty love.